Dan Willis here, and we're talking about how to dispute your credit report. Now listen, if you have errors, dings, or misleading items on your credit report, you can dispute those items and potentially remove them. We're going to have to utilize your rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, but first, the reason the Fair Credit Reporting Act was passed and the reason you can do this is because your credit report is far from accurate. In 2012, the Federal Trade Commission, part of our government, actually studied the accuracy of consumer credit reports, and they found 1 in 5 Americans have errors on their credit report. That's millions of people. Now listen, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA, is the legislation that we're going to use to do this, and this enables us to dispute any item on your credit report so long as you believe it's inaccurate, questionable, misleading, or made in error. Further, it requires the credit bureaus to investigate your dispute. Moreover, any item that cannot be verified with the original lender or creditor when the credit bureaus investigate, that item must be removed from your credit report. It says a whole lot more, and there have been amendments made to it. The biggest one now is you can dispute any data furnisher directly. That's a company that's reporting information about you, such as a bank, such as a debt collection agency, any creditor, lender, or data furnisher. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, there's 3 ways to file your dispute. You can do it online, over the phone, or by mail. You're going to have to file your dispute. You're also going to have a reason you're filing your dispute. You can find the relevant addresses and phone numbers and all that stuff at a link in the description below at an article at our website. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Now, once the credit bureaus get your dispute, they're first required to deem it valid or invalid, or more likely they're going to call it frivolous. This is for a variety of reasons. We can't get into all of it right here, but this will happen within 30 to 45 days. If they do conduct an investigation and the item is verified, within 30 to 45 days, you'll either hear, 1, your dispute is called frivolous. That's most likely to happen. We'll talk about that here coming up, so do subscribe and join our congregation. You'll hear if your dispute is found frivolous, or you'll get the results of your investigation. If the credit bureaus investigated the item and they contacted the lender and they verified the account, they're going to let you know. But alternatively, if they contacted the lender and the account was not verified and thus the listing was removed from your credit report, they're also going to let you know, along with sending you an updated copy of your credit report. This is one of the most effective ways of getting a better credit score, is getting these dings and these negative items off of your credit report. And there's 2 points we need to share here before we partake. One is the 7-year maximum. You've heard it before, that you have to just live with bad credit for a maximum of 7 years. And that's true. That's the maximum. The maximum. There is no minimum amount of time that any item has to stay on your credit report. Let us repeat. There is no minimum amount of time that any item must remain on your credit report. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, this second and final point is accurate bad credit. You'll hear people talk about how it's illegal to remove accurate bad credit. But do you know what and how you define and decide what is accurate bad credit? It's when the credit bureaus investigate. When they verify an item and they substantiate it, then it is truly accurate. Prior to an investigation, you are assumed guilty. Anybody can report any darn thing about you, and you are assumed guilty of that. That is the cold, harsh truth. So that accurate bad credit, further, you never have to worry about a SWAT team or the police breaking down your front door or facing any civil repercussions for disputing any item on your credit report. All of these laws are there for you, the consumer. They are not there for the credit bureaus or the debt collectors or your creditors or your lenders. Further, did you know the credit bureaus have been fined time and time and time and time again by our government for violating consumer rights, violating the Fair Credit Reporting Act. We'll share in the video coming up about Julie Miller, who won almost $20 million against one of the big three because they wouldn't remove a daggone item off of her credit report. They kept telling her that her dispute was frivolous for years. She was sending them all sorts of information. But we encourage our members to consider professional credit help. One of the best firms are the Credit Pros. They have a first work fee, and then after that, the only time you're responsible for payment is when they successfully remove items from your credit report. And if for some unforsaken reason they're not able to remove items, they'll even refund that first work fee. They've helped their clients successfully remove late payments, debt collections, charge-offs, repossessions, foreclosures, tax liens, and many more. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Again, that's for a free credit consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-877-418-7596. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Have a wonderful day. Please subscribe and join our congregation, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.